Hey guys, so Betrayu is back, and I do hope this video, as always, finds you in a most relaxed and calm state. So today I will be beginning my reconstructive process for my locks, meaning I'm cutting off my beard and my goatee, and I'm going to use these hairs to strengthen some of the weaker spots in my locks that I incurred as a result of abstaining from retwisting. Translation: I didn't retwist for several months, and now I have some weak spots in my locks. So I'm going to use this hair to put in those places, and hopefully it will strengthen those areas. Alright, so first I am going to use my shears to cut off my goatee, and I'm going to try to cut down as close as I can so I can have nice length to use on my locks. Alright, trying to get this out of the way. Alright. Oh! Crazy! Alright, so now I know I look extremely weird right now. Got some bald spots in my goatee area. Alright, so now that I have cut off my goatee, I've gathered the hair, and it's here. This is a really cute one. Look how curly it is. Can you guys see this? It's like a little pig's tail. Alright, so now it's time to actually cut the beard, so I can also use that here. Wow, look at all this, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Oh! It'd be cool if I could cut this off and have it stay together like an orange peel. It's trying. Wow. It's so thick, you guys. Oh, come on, work with me. Alright. Wow. This is so crazy, you guys. Look at this. It's essentially all together. I have hair in my mouth. Oh. But yeah, this was my beard. Anybody want this? Should I put this on eBay? Alright, yeah, this is kind of crazy. I don't even know. I look crazy right now. I know, right? It's been so long since I've had a clean or almost clean shave. Wow. I don't know, my face seems so small now. It's where am I? Where'd I go? Ah, my face is ashy. Wow, it feels weird to actually touch my face right now. Yeah, I feel like a little kid right now. My face feels just so small. You remember the old, what was it, Super Mario Brothers video games where you had the mushrooms, and you had the huge head, and then you had the little face. That's what I feel like wearing this this dread sock. I feel like one of those mushrooms on Super Mario that's moving Alright, I'm being silly. Alright, so I'm going to break away from you guys, kind of clean this up a little bit, and then I will be back in the next clip, the next shot, to show you what I'm going to do next. Alright, so as you see, this is my beard hair, and this is my goatee here. And so what I'm going to do is, I have my distilled water here. I'm going to first cut it, my beard. So I'm going to cut it down the center like this, separate it. Alright, so now I have essentially two longer pieces. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut the long way, this way. Okay, so now essentially I have one longer piece, and I'm going to just continue to cut more strips, and I'm going to spray it with my distilled water. One good thing about having African American textured hair is that if it can do nothing else, it knows how to knot, it knows how to provide a nice kink and curl, and it knows how to coil, all that good stuff. So I'm going to use that to my advantage, and I'm just going to start palm rolling it almost to kind of get it to bunch up. All right. So in some of the thinner areas I folded it, right? But then as I palm roll it, it starts to get longer, as you see. Kind of like dough, you know? Like if you're making dough, like if you have flour, you could roll it, but then as you palm rolled it or use the rolling pin, it would get longer. Okay. Alright, so I'll show you another one. This is how many I have done thus far. And I'm working on the last strip of the one side of my beard. So once again, I spray it, some distilled water. I did put a few drops of peppermint oil in it as well. For no reason, I just kind of wanted it to smell good. And see how it's kind of weaker here, right? It's kind of detached. So I just fold that. I just fold it over like that. And now I'm going to start. See how short it is at this point? I'm going to start just rolling it. And now this is kind of detaching, so I just fold that in and roll it. And now I'm going to add a little bit more water. So it's kind of like a ball right now. But don't fear, it will lengthen out. And I can always pull it a little bit if I need to. So just like dough, it will lengthen out. See how it already has gotten longer? So to all of my people out there with kinky hair, love your hair. This right here is proven to be one of the greatest benefits of our texture of hair. Alright, put that over here with that. And I just want to mention that when I get to the part where I'm actually installing it, I might find that these thicknesses are too thick for the lock. So at that point, I'll just spray with more water and start palm rolling it again to thin it out even more. Alright, so as you see, I am now done with the palm rolling. So I've used all of my beard hair as well as my goatee hair to form these quasi-locks. And I don't anticipate having to use all of these. I don't have that many weak spots where I need to exhaust my supply. But which is a good thing, because that means the extra ones that I have, I'm just going to save them just in case I have any weak spots in my locks on down the road, and I won't have to wait to grow. I won't have to wait until my beard grows out to do this again. I already have some in stock, so this is pretty cool. So you notice I made some of different lengths. The shorter ones are the more compact ones, and there's more hair in those, and those will be the ones that I will save for later use. However, the longer ones, the ones up top and the ones on the ends, those I plan on braiding around the lock. That's how I think I'm going to be able to get it to stay in place, by kind of braiding it in. So I'll see if I can record it. It's probably going to be hard. As I said, this is my first time doing it, but so I don't know what type of, how, if I'm going to be able to get a good shot or not, but we'll see. All right, see you in the next shot. All right, guys, so this is one that I just did. See this darker part of the lock? That's all my beard. That all came from my beard and or goatee. And I just kind of tried to braid the extra hair around it. I needed to kind of thin it out a little bit because it would have been too bulky. But I kind of braided it around it, and then after I braided it until I ran out of hair, I started vigorously palm rolling to kind of get it uniform. And so yeah, I think it came out well. So this is the next one that I'm going to do. Okay, so as you can see, I've shown you this one a million times right there. See how it's thicker now that I've been retwisting once a month, but this is where I didn't retwist for 2 and 3 months at a time. So I'm going to try to thicken this lock out. So I like to overlap it with the hair above so that eventually it will intertwine with that as well. Alright? And then I started my braiding. And then kind of ran out of hair. But it's okay, because there's overlap there, and at this point I'm going to spray, and then I'm going to start palm rolling. And remember, the hair will spread, right, as you palm roll. I hope you guys can see this. I have a feeling that you probably can't, but I had to try anyway. So as you can see, it started to fill in, well, it did fill in that weak spot. And I'm just going to continue to palm roll to get more of this bulky part to go up and also down, so it really bridges the gap. I want to add a little bit more water to make the hair a little bit more flexible. And yeah, just keep doing that. Keep palm rolling until you get it exactly how you want it. Okay, so now, and I will continue. I don't want to do all the palm rolling on camera because it'll take forever, but you see it's definitely more uniform than it was, and as I continue to palm roll, it will look and become even more uniform. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly come, and as I was working on this one, I'm like, this one is a much easier lock to show you with, I think. So yeah, I have the lock. Here's the thin part, right? Remember, I like to overlap this new hair with the thicker hair, with the thicker part of the lock above, so that it meshes with that there, and then I just start to braid these together. And it will look bulky at first, okay? Don't be afraid of that. We have a secret weapon for that bulkiness, which is palm rolling. Okay, so that's how it's going to look initially. And you just braid it until you can't braid it down anymore. Now, you can spray it a little bit more. I sprayed it before, but spray it a little bit more just to get that hair to move, but also once it dries to really hold in place. Now you start your vigorous palm roll. Up and down, because you want the hair to spread in both directions. You want the added hair to not only fill in the weak part, but also to attach onto the thicker part of the lock below as well as above. In my opinion, that's what's really gonna take the pressure, the tension off of that once thin part of the lock. So I see I have that, not a problem. I just continue palm rolling. Basically, you're ushering those hairs into the lock. You're expediting their ability to lock with other hairs, that whole process. And notice that even though I'm palm rolling a lot, I'm not really affecting the roots because I'm going back and forth. Basically when I twirl or roll in one direction, I roll in the other direction. I don't continuously roll in the same direction, or then it would get so tight and eventually break off at the root. So you don't have to worry about damaging your roots at this point either. And see how this hair came from way up there, right? It spread down, as I said it would. So you just spray it and continue to palm roll and let it go as far down as it wants. All right, so still continue to just roll in like that. All right, now pretty much it's in the lock. And I just go back up, hit that part. Again, and we'll do it a little bit more just because I'm kind of anal like that. But basically, that one weak spot is completely gone now. You see? And yeah, if you want to get all those hairs in, you can just continue to palm roll. But I'm cool. I like the fuzzy look. So yeah, this is pretty much how you use your own hair. As I've discovered, your beard hair, if you're a dude, or if you're a woman who can grow out beard hair, there's some women out there that can hang with us dudes in terms of beard growth. I'm not hating. Yeah, this is how you can strengthen weak spots in your locks with your own hair. So I have a lot of hair left over, as I anticipated, that I didn't use. And I have even more hair in this bag. So yeah, I am all set. And you know, you need to be mindful that you're not adding so much hair onto the lock that is going to compromise your roots. You know, you don't want your locks, as you add hair, to be. You don't want the addition of the hair to pull too much tension on your roots, or then you'll start thinning at your roots. But when my hair was thin here, it wasn't, how do I put it? Basically, it's not going to be a problem. I'm mindful of that, and you know, I'll definitely keep an eye out for that. You may notice that where I've added hair, it's darker, right? That's because my beard grows in darker than my hair up here. Also, I think a lot of this hair, my hair up here, was exposed to the sun longer, so it's lighter. So I think even as these grow out, these really dark spots, they will eventually lighten and blend in. But I don't mind a kind of multicolored look. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I think I might thicken this one up too while I'm at it. But this is pretty much how you use your beard hair, your goatee hair, whatever facial hair, to strengthen weak spots in your locks. Hopefully this was helpful. Please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Alright guys, Subs is out. Peace. That's for you, Merban. Hey guys, before I go, sorry, I know I already left, but I just want to say one last thing, that I'm not a loctician, I'm not a lockologist. There's only one lockologist, and that's Yanni. But anyway, I felt comfortable doing this with my hair, so I'm not saying that this is the way you should do it. I'm just saying that this is how I have chosen to do it, and it is working for me. And yeah, I'm not worried about these locks breaking off at some point later on down the line as a result of what I did today. So yeah, if you think this can be of some use to you, then feel free to use it, but just know that I have never claimed and never will claim to be a loctician, so proceed with caution. Alright, later.